Are you guys ready to witness an epic throwdown between Ava Duvernay and Megyn Kelly? Megyn Kelly obviously is the lady that the Bombshell movie is based on, who went through that entire scandal at Fox News. And Ava Duvernay, let's just put it this way, she is one of the worst people in Hollywood. She's a raging feminist. She's a raging wokester who has some of the most delusional, crazy things I've ever seen when it comes to, you know, I guess civil rights and social justice and all this type of stuff. She's literally nuts. She's one of the most nuttiest. She's one of the nuttiest people I think that's in Hollywood right now. She made the she directed the A Wrinkle in Time movie that came out a couple of years ago, which was a complete trash fire. But anyway. So that's kind of who we have pitted against each other right here in this epic takedown, and I can't wait to show you guys this. Before we get into it, and actually kind of after you see what they have to say to each other, I want you guys to let me know who you think won this fight. Who do you think won this battle, okay? We have one person who's kind of a pretty grounded individual, Megyn Kelly, against one of the Hollywood elites, who isn't even that great of a director or filmmaker, but she's been pushed to the forefront because, you know, she checks off all of the, you know, all the intersectional boxes and stuff. So let's go ahead and get into this, and this gets pretty crazy. So Megyn Kelly is in hot water with director Ava Duvernay, and I love how the wording of this already makes it sound like it's all Megyn Kelly who's the one that's getting destroyed here. You're going to see that that's not the case. After comments she made on Twitter in response to former professional footballer Colin Kaepernick, who, by the way, is just like the greatest human being ever, according to a lot of people on the left. So, you know, he's like an angel to these people. So it all started when Kaepernick tweeted on Saturday that there is nothing new about American terrorist attacks against black and brown people for the expansion of American imperialism, which is what he tweeted out after the whole thing where, you know, our president took out Soleimani and stuff, rightfully so, because he was a horrible terrorist. And we've been seeing a lot of people that have come to the defense of Iran and terrorism in this entire situation, which is absolutely disgusting. The fact that we have Americans that are taking sides with Iran and their terrorism over our own American troops and our president and our country is just disgusting. I'm sorry. There's just no other way to put it. It is absolutely pathetic. But anyway, a few hours later, Megyn Kelly retweeted the athlete's remarks, adding, "Because everything is racist. Everything. Even fighting back against terrorists who kill Americans. Nike feeling proud." And she's 100% right. Like, this is where we're at right now in our culture and in our society, where literally everything is an ist, right? Everything is just awful, terrible. And unless you're like one of the super duper uber super elites like Colin Kaepernick and Ava Duvernay, then you are literally the worst human being on the planet. The comments caught the attention of Duvernay. Oh boy, here she comes. Here comes Ava Duvernay. Ooh, who responded Sunday afternoon by writing, "Shame on you, Megyn." Within minutes, the two got into a Twitter feud, with Kelly pushing back by retweeting that she will not be shamed. It gets pretty great, okay? This is pretty great. So, of course, Ava Duvernay responds to what Megyn Kelly says by just saying, "Shame on you, Megyn," because she doesn't have anything else to say, because it's 100% true. What Megyn Kelly is saying right here is 100% true, and there's no way to argue against that. So the only thing that Ava Duvernay can say in response is, "Shame on you, Megyn." And so Megyn Kelly comes back with an upper right hook, and she says, "No, I will not be shamed over calling out BS claims of racism which undermine the legitimate claims. Killing a terrorist is not about skin color. It's about protecting our country from a guy who murdered hundreds of Americans, period." 100%. Well done. Well done. That was epic takedown by Megyn Kelly. I'm sorry. She did a great job right there in her response. It's fantastic. And she is 100% right about everything that she just said right there. So anyway, Ava Duvernay responds. Oh boy, this is where she's gonna take out Megyn Kelly, right? The back and forth led to Duvernay calling Kelly ignorant, attention-seeking, and desperate, because she's calling out what Colin Kaepernick says, who probably was being ignorant, attention-seeking, and desperate with what he was saying. Okay. So this is what Ava Duvernay says. You should be ashamed. Educate yourself before you talk about racism and legitimate claims, because we know what she wanted to say here. We know that she wanted to say, you're a white woman, you don't understand. But surprisingly, she held herself back from saying that somehow, which is usually what Ava Duvernay kind of goes to, but not this time around. You sound like what you are, ignorant, attention-seeking, and desperate. That will be all. And then Ava Duvernay takes the biggest blow possible to Megyn Kelly. She mutes her. Wow, what a blow. What a blow. How is Megyn Kelly going to respond to that? Well, while Duvernay quickly shut down the feud in a matter of minutes. And it's so pathetic how these people are acting like Duvernay is the winner here. Like Duvernay is the one that had the epic takedown, that Duvernay completely handled this entire situation like a boss. It's so cringeworthy. Kelly attempted to get the last word in by writing, work on shaming someone else, which is of course all that Hollywood does, right? All that Hollywood does is just shame people. That's all that they're in the business of. They love to shame people. They love to shame anyone who has any sort of political viewpoint outside of their own. They love to shame anyone who isn't part of the Hollywood bubble. This is Hollywood 101 right here, and I'm glad that Megyn Kelly's calling them out on it. I love it. It's great. Kelly is no stranger to people having strong reactions to her commentary. Anyway, so then they just kind of go into a whole bunch of other stuff about Bombshell, which, Bombshell is obviously the movie that's based off of her scandal at Fox News and stuff. And so anyway, I've done a couple videos on that as well. But anyway, so that's pretty much it. Who do you think won this epic battle between Ava Duvernay and Megyn Kelly? I mean, look, Ava Duvernay, she muted Megyn Kelly at the end, which means that, how, like, that is a victory strike right there. How do you come back from that, right? Crazy. Anyway, I just wanted to make this video just to trash talk Ava Duvernay, because Ava Duvernay is one of the worst people in Hollywood. She's a horrible human being. Just do like 2 seconds of research. She was, okay, just to put in perspective how terrible she is. She was defending Jussie Smollett during that whole thing that he did to the Chicago police and all that type of stuff. She was defending him during that entire thing. That's not the only thing that she's done. Obviously, right here, she's taking sides with Colin Kaepernick and his anti-American agenda. But anyway, so with that being said, let me know in the comments below what you think about this. Who do you think won this fight? Hope you guys enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new around here, and I will talk to you all very soon in another video. Talk to you later. Bye.
With my heart